Hey guys, Miaiso here, back with TMI and stuff. Let's just start the next one level video here. Kiwi Sauce asks, if you had to give up one of the five senses, what would it be? Which would it be? Alright, so let me first explain what to you a sense is. Let me just give an example of like what some senses kind of I feel they mean in reality. So let's think touch for a moment. Touch controls like all of your other senses if you think about it. At least this is how I think about it, because touch is like stuff physically touching you. So that's pretty much all of your other senses involve stuff touching, like your eyes, freaking photons touching your retinas and stuff, and your ears, sound vibrations hitting your eardrum and stuff, and taste and smell particles hitting your tongue and stuff. So I feel like if you chose touch for this answer, you would basically have chosen wrong, and you would fail. You would live a very not life. You would be like confined to your thoughts. And that's not a very flattering way to live, now is it? So hearing and sight are both options here, but I feel like those are both too important to me, so I won't be choosing those. Now it comes down to taste and smell. Taste and smell kind of overlap, I believe, at least, right? Am I remembering this right? Like, the smell is kind of like back of your tongue, right? Because the air like goes through there. Maybe, I don't know. It's hard to decide where your senses are coming from sometimes, but if you decided taste, you would also lose your sense of smell. So I would choose smell so that I could keep some of my taste, basically. So if I had to give up one of the five senses, it would be smell. That seems like the least problematic, although it could cause some problems, but at least you can taste things still. Actually, I looked up olfactory system and stuff and taste after recording this, and apparently I'm wrong about smell and taste being the same kind of thing. So you could, in theory, not have one and the other would not be affected. So I guess I would instead choose taste to get rid of, because I don't know, smell overall I think would be more useful for survivability purposes. Whereas taste, I feel like taste sometimes inhibits my enjoyment of eating. Because I don't know, I think there's a lot of foods that I don't eat because of the taste, so I feel like some things would be easier, maybe not as enjoyable for other foods, but that's like a sacrifice I might be willing to make. Okay, back to your regularly scheduled video. What is your preferred method of murder from A, the murderer's perspective, and B, the victim's perspective? Way to go, Kiwi Sauce, asking like the one question I'm like legitimately too uncomfortable to answer. I don't know if this is because like true facts, I actually knew someone that was murdered, but I don't know if that actually has an effect on this, but maybe it's also because like I feel like if I answer these questions I might feel like I'm turning into a psychopath or something. Like, one of my legit fears is that I'm one day going to turn psychopathic or insane or something. So I don't know, this makes me uncomfortable, and I don't know if I think I might pass. How many passes do I have? I have used like one of my 3 passes. Alright. If you were given the chance to upload your consciousness into a robot body, would you do it? That's interesting. Like, this is a kind of a conundrum thing, because a robot body, you would do that to like preserve like your mind and live on longer than your like normal body, right? So that's kind of like the purpose of that. You wouldn't need to like eat, but you would need like power. I don't know, but like I don't know. Having a body is pretty nice, even though it does come with its detriments. But like, what? It's like, what the freaking? I don't know. Would I do it? I don't know. Like, you know, dying is kind of scary, you know. But you know, you could still die if you were in a robot body. It would just have to be destroyed. So I don't know. Is it worth it in the end? I'm not sure. I'm gonna go with I'm not sure. Possibly, maybe, maybe not. That's, you know, basically I didn't answer it at all. What type of post-apocalyptic world would you prefer to have to survive in? Present-day Detroit? No, no, but jokes. I've always kind of been fond. If I had to choose, I would choose like the kind of post-apocalyptic world where the world doesn't actually exist anymore. It got like blown up, and like, or something like that, and like you're on like on a ship, kind of like aimlessly wandering the universe for planets to inhabit for generations and generations, or something like that. That I think would be kind of a cool environment, better than them zombie apocalypses at least. Yeah, I think that's an acceptable answer. I don't know if that counts though, but that's my answer regardless. What is your favorite sea-dwelling creature? Well, I always thought manta rays were pretty nice. And anthro sharks are also pretty nice. Oh wait, do those count? Sea-dwelling creatures, those count. Those count, those totally count. Do you have thalassophobia? That's fear of the sea, right? That's like fear of the ocean, fear of the depths, fear of the what lies beneath. I would say yes to an extent. Like, if I was like floating out in the middle of the ocean, I would be freaking scared like a little piece of candy, you know? Candy that's scared it's gonna get eaten by some kind of Jaws-like creature who enjoys the sweet, crunchy taste of some kind of candy, you know? I don't want to be that candy. Like, I don't know, I'm like freaking scared of what the hell lies beneath, you know? Without knowing about it, and yeah, well, it's a bothersome thought, but you know, like shallow seas, like I don't care that much. I mean, you know, there could be something out there, but it doesn't seem as likely, and I don't know. It's just like deep ocean that I'm mostly afraid of there, I guess. Does the popular use of the word literally to mean figuratively bother you? I literally don't mind. No, it doesn't really bother me, I guess. When I see people complaining about it, it kind of bothers me, actually, because, you know, as stupid as it is, language does evolve, even if it's for the worse. So you just kind of have to roll with it, I guess. And hate it if you want, and hate it. But, it's okay. I feel like it's something that maybe I accidentally do sometimes. I feel like I don't. I feel like I realize what literally means, but sometimes maybe I accidentally use it wrongly, you know. How do you manage to conquer social anxiety and produce content on YouTube and Twitch that is viewed by hundreds of people without literally or figuratively dying of fear? I have no idea. I guess I just don't really think of it that way. It still feels like a pretty anonymous thing, I guess, so it doesn't bother me, I guess? I don't know. Or maybe I'm just like super comfortable with my viewers or something. So for whatever reason. I don't know. Like I just feel like it's kind of a safe environment. Like even online, I have social anxiety, so I don't usually do much of any kind of writing to anyone anywhere normally, or any other types of mediums on the internet and stuff. Because I'm stupid and afraid. But I don't know, and if I think the one time I would be super nervous about posting a video is if somehow I acquired an enormous influx of subscribers. Like, I'm talking like at least 1,000 in like one night or something. I would be a bit afraid, because that's more than half of, you know, my current fan base. So that would be kind of, holy, whoa, what's going on? What? I don't know these people anymore, or something kind of like that. What parts of uploading YouTube LPs make the substantial amount of effort worth it to you? What makes it worth it to me? The effort. I don't know. I just generally enjoy it. I enjoy the recording aspect. Sometimes the editing can be fun if I choose to make it fun. Otherwise, it can be a bit stale and I just want to get this over with kind of feel. But you know, uploading it, I derive satisfaction like kind of directly from comments, actually. Like, it, I mentioned that I like getting comments before, but that is like the direct thing. That is like the thing that I derive the worth of a video from, I guess. Because views, you know, don't say anything. Subscribers counts don't say anything. They don't mean anything. Comments can mean something, and I don't know. I just it's the best part, you know. I don't get that many, so it's just not like I'm overwhelmed ever. So I don't know. I'm always just kind of just always see a new comment in my inbox, and I'm like, oh man, happy feels. Unless it's a bad one. And then it's like, oh god, shut the hell up, go away. But those are pretty uncommon. What is a word that you can never spell correctly the first time off the top of your head? I don't know. For some reason, I like can't think of anything right now. But I used to have problems with the word definitely. I used to throw an A in there somewhere for some reason. But and definite, I guess. But that's, you know, don't use definite as much as definitely, or at least I don't. But yeah, definite is not how you spell that word. It's yeah. I can kind of surprised I couldn't think of one right now, because I don't really have problems with definitely anymore. Oh well. Do you prefer frivolous questions or serious questions? I've learned to appreciate both over the course of this series. I tend to answer serious questions a little too seriously, maybe. So, sometimes the frivolous questions are a good diversion from that. You know, I don't know. I like both. Apparently I'm not afraid to share my real information here. I should probably not be so open, but whatever. I don't feel like being closed right now. It's a freaking Q&A. There's a reason I made this series, or whatever. Are you actually going to answer every one of these questions? Well, apparently not, since I guess I skipped one of yours. But yeah, I tried my best. I tried. What is something that you are proud of but don't often mention? I don't think of things that way. I guess. I don't know. I don't really. What the freaking hell would I be proud of? I don't know. I feel so dumb for not thinking of something, but I legitimately, there's nothing that I feel is something that I am like really proud of. Like, okay, maybe a little bit, but I feel like, I don't know, proud, not like this is like the best thing I've ever done, and I want people to know about it. Proud. I don't know. Oh. Oh, I suck. Okay. Do you regret this? Oh, no. I think I've come to live with the fact that if I regret this, that wouldn't me. I don't think I can regret this. I mean, I brought it upon myself. I must live with the consequences. What is the answer to each of the above questions, but with each reference to you placed by reference to your mother, and with all necessary grammatical changes? Pass? I'm sorry, Kiwi Sauce, but I don't know if I want to go through. If your mother had to give up one of the 5 senses, which would it be for every single freaking question here? I was actually maybe gonna do something funny for this, but I ended up not. So, instead I'm gonna be lazy and not. Well, I don't know. Can I think of anything? Like, I don't want to answer for my mom, you know? My mother? I don't know. Like, I don't know what post-apocalyptic world she would want to live in. This is not something I've asked. So it'd be kind of hilarious if I did. Oh well. Anyway, yeah, that's today's one comment video. I'm running out of music to use, and we'll probably run out of backgrounds to use. And my computer seems to not enjoy rendering the videos correctly, and, well, this is overall kind of spiraling downward, quality-wise. So, see you guys next time, for when the quality continues to die and questions continue to be answered. See you guys then!